Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Sunday, May 17th.
2026. It's been years, and like a lot of things in life, I'm back where I started. I realized a lot of things have changed, and I like taking photos of it, but documenting it with video is just more enjoyable, and I can go back and watch it, kind of like on this channel. I've been able to go back and look at past videos, which has been depressing, let's be honest. So to keep things from being depressing too much, I'll keep it short. Unfortunately, my mother passed away, and she left me this house, which all these videos have been in. And to keep it, I couldn't afford my house in this one, so I moved back in. This is definitely the nicer home, and it needed some change. It took a lot of cleaning. I want to show you some past videos, some past pictures. It was rough. Mom wasn't a hoarder per se, but she never threw away anything she thought was useful. So what's the difference? So I've moved in, and instead of updating it, I'm almost regressing things. Instead of that early 2000s wrought iron vibe, the house was actually made in the 70s. So I want to kind of bring it back to its roots. Instead of spending tens of thousands of dollars to update it and make it modern, which is also kind of a crime to beautiful old homes, I want to bring it back to the 70s with a helper. So with the help of my little helper, who when I talk thinks I'm talking to him, good luck with that, I'm going to give a little tour of the house, what it currently looks now as of May 2026, and talk about what I've done and what I'm wanting to do. Mostly this is all for myself. I'm all very self-important, and I want to look back and see my progress, and if you want to join, feel free. If not, I ain't care. All right, starting with the front door, I'm going to give a little tour of the house and point out some things that I've changed and want to change. Very first thing I did when moving in is put a smart lock. I cannot deal with keys. I lose shit all the time. Fingerprint. I also bought this amazing picture, not a painting, of a Facebook Marketplace for like $30 or something a little bit less. And I love it. And it has a clock, which works. I also stole this. My grandmother passed away as well, who lived in this house. This was hers. Mom bought it for her. It's a shoe caddy, just to keep most everything off the floor except my everydays and my house shoes. Here's my baby. Hi. This is going to be recovered with this fabric, this bench, and this mirror, which is a family mirror we've had for a long time. We'll go right there, if you can kind of see it. If we go this way, we now have the formal dining room. We kind of had it as the library, but I'm not much of a reader of physical books, mostly digital, and turned it back into an actual dining room. I found this really cool set of table and chairs, I guess, off of Facebook Marketplace from a house that was going to be turned into a veteran's home, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be demolished because it was so bad. Very nice people. I got it for, I think, $350 for this set. Rug is temporary just to keep it from actually damaging this flooring, even though it's not the nicest flooring, it's what I've got. And these curtains, I'm pretty sure they were Glow's grandma's. It might have been something from someone else. It might have been a client's, but they're old vintage curtains, and they looked really nice. We put them up forever ago when Mom was still here, but all of this clashes with the yellow. So you can see Paige's been up here filling things in for me and cleaning the house, which is super helpful. But I'll be painting this room in avocado green, big brown carpet. Lamp is from an old folks home that I worked with. They were throwing it away and I saved it. Needed a new lampshade, and I found that on the side of the road across the street. This is an old one of Mom's. I hate it. I just hate it. I hate how these look like antlers. I don't like the glass. I've actually bought a credenza that'll go about this length, and that will be Tommy's cat box. So it'll be with the dining room, but like, it's sealed. Who gives a fuck? Moving this way, we're now into the casual dining room, and there's some issues. There's issues with this whole house. This is where I will have another dining set, but I have not purchased it yet. And Tommy's stuff here. I'll have a bunch of stuff on the walls, but I'm going with like a lime green theme, 70s green, but bright. Backyard is not my fault. Mom left it this way. Can't blame me for it. So please ignore it and blame my mother. I'm actually going to be doing different things with the curtains today, so I will show you. Still has that wrought iron light we put in, which is very pretty. Maybe I'll change it to my bedroom. I don't know, but it's not the vibe in here, so that'll be changed. The kitchen, have all my magnets up on the fridge, but here's the old Samsung refrigerator that Mom bought. Couple of the new appliances, but the other ones are old. I still have the cooktop, which I know I'm missing a drip pan because it was silver. I wanted black, but I could only find the ring. Apparently these are really hard to find. Still have the hood. The microwave, I cannot find where it's officially plugged in. It's not having any power, but the stove does work and I use it on the regular. I want to get rid of this microwave so that one would work so I can have more counter space. Is what it is. And faucet and dishwasher have been updated. You can see my Echo over there and a curtain I bought recently. When I bought the table, the guy was really nice because I mentioned I liked these. He actually bought me 2 light switches that were in the house. He saved them for me, which they're just going to be demolished, so that was really sweet. So one of the things Mom hated was the drop ceiling. She took out all the panels, which were probably cracked and shitty. And really, she wanted to cut off all of these and just make it like a ledge and then refinish everything up top. I kind of agree with her, but that's going to take so much money, which is why it never got done in 20-something years. So I've started to buy these again. I need to cut it. And these are like $17 a piece, and I need 8 of them. So I need about $50 for all the light bulbs, and 16 times 8, which I don't know what it is, whatever. A lot of money, like $200 or something like that to replace all these. Into the utility room. I kept Mom's dryer because it was better than mine, but I brought my washer and my out of water dispenser, my extra soda stream, and everything's been kind of piling up in here. Like new faucets, some stuff that's going to go out into the garage which hasn't been cleaned yet. It's all just piling up here and driving me nuts. It is one of the last areas I need to actually go through because Mom, when she died, left everything. That's not mine. None of it's mine. I need to go through and deal with all of it. Here is the, I don't know, powder room? Yeah, I think that's what we called it, the powder room. And still has some of Mom's old stuff. It's doing fine for now. I'm leaving it. Here's that other light switch that Bill got me. Really appreciate it. Toilets and the old-fashioned countertops, the old-fashioned sinks. I will replace these faucets because I just don't like that style. Going back through the kitchen into the dining room, we have the wet bar. Alexa, turn on the wet bar. It has a sink here, which my friend helped me get it working. We just needed to run it. It was been dry for like a decade. And I needed to put these shelves back up, which I actually found down there in the cabinet. Thanks, Mom. You never threw away anything, which actually ended up helping me. I also found these really pretty little aperitif glasses and some of the stuff that I have and something my friend Ten bought me. It has that beautiful glass, which I love. I forget what it's called, but it looks almost marbled. Love it. Wouldn't mind finding more things like that. So there's a couple things with the living room. It's really hard to get a flow of traffic here, especially with the furniture. I kept this is from my mother. I had red furniture from my mother and it just didn't vibe in here, which ironically it was in here to begin with. So I kept this. It goes with kind of the 70s vibe. Same thing with the chair. It kind of works with the table. Things will be updated with time. So for now, making it work. Replaced the old TV up here with an old picture that we've had since the 90s, an old painting actually, like a multiple layers painting. Kept things like this and this from my old house. That one I bought at a vintage or a estate sale. That one's from Glow's grandmother's house. It was in the bathroom, the guest bathroom, and I always liked it, so got to take it eventually. A lot of the fabrics are going to be updated to kind of match with this vibe, less than this vibe. One of the biggest things I wanted was a big TV for this wall. I had an 82-inch at my previous house, and I knew that would be too small on this wall. I took a little money I got from Mom and a little bit of my own savings and bought this 100-inch. Boy, that's big. So I absolutely love it. I have it hooked up to the sound system, so we have the surround sound with it, and it is lovely. And my lamp. Let's start with my old bedroom. I got all the carpet replaced in the house other than the living room. This one costs a little bit extra for this interesting texture. I just fucking love it. It's so soft on the feet. So I love that. This is kind of an everything room. It includes all my nail stuff. I'm still kind of finding a place for everything, and yeah, I need some more shelving. Still have the old curtains, blankets covering all the chair because I hate that color, and I actually just got another blanket so I can get the pink one back on here so everything matches, including these pink curtains I'm about to put up today. I have my computer set up here with my super comfy, ultra wide, like couch chair. And I work from home half the time, so that's here, and my personal computer. And then where we started, a fancy sitting area. It's all a little chunky and weird, but it's all pink. So this is what I call the pink room. If we go back down the hallway here, we'll have my bedroom now, which was my mother's, and the 80s room. We have the main bathroom here, which is a mess. Hello. Here's all the stuff that will be going in here. It's actually going to be peach instead of blue because my old main bathroom was peach. I have the cat box in here currently. It needs the repainting. And there's this area. When I was getting the carpet replaced, I forgot to empty a closet. In the haste, since they were already here, I emptied the closet into here, and it's all junk. It's all needs to go. But I need to buy the trash bags to do it, and I need to do it, and I'm putting it off. If we go further down the hallway, we go into what used to be my living room. It's now the 80s room. Everything was brought into here. I painted the walls completely black, and my sister added glitter and gold foil to this wall for kind of a fun marbled effect. That's very 80s, 90s. And there's actually glitter on all the walls. It's really fun in person. A lot of this is from my living room previously. I found this TV in the closet here, which works, which will go great with this and my Nintendo. My old sound system and lamps, my old rug, the kotatsu that was in the living room, and the vacuum, all the decorations. It's just now my 80s room, so it's gonna be the guest bedroom. These mirrors here will actually be put up on this back wall as a headboard. Heading out of the 80s room back down the hallway, I still haven't got a good name for my bedroom. There's like an old academia vibe or something. I haven't decided what I'd call it yet, but it's basically teal. You can call it a peacock blue, a teal, whatnot. I'm basically doing that in black with like brown. I don't know. Maybe one of y'all can figure out a name for it. I have some decorations up, same as the painting above the fireplace, same artist. You can kind of see now that we're closer. It's layered. I don't know, it's very interesting. But I was able to put in some of my accessories that I had in my spare room at my other house, and dried flowers that I did for Mom's funeral, pictures that need to go up, my bed that I bought for this house. I don't know, I didn't feel safe. I always love having something surrounding me while I sleep, so canopy bed, absolutely adore it. Almost completely blacks out all the light. I sleep so well. Got my old TV. This was from Mom. This was just in her bedroom, and now it's in mine, holding up my TV. Like the pink chair I originally started in, this one. These are like a tan color, but I got chair covers for them. And these curtains, which are also being replaced today, which I shall show you. I got these side tables from Facebook Marketplace for $5 each. I need to fix that handle. I just need to screw it back in, but there's a latch in the way. Found this lamp on the side of the road across the street, and that's where I got that lampshade for the other one. So it has this temporary lampshade on here, and it's just really a patch now, like a band-aid, until I actually find lamps that I want. Here's the other one. That's something that Paige got me. A lot of empty space. I don't have a lot to fill this house, so there's a lot of empty drawers and empty space. There is an ensuite bathroom, which is original and nothing's been updated at all. It has some damage as well because just Mom did that. Alexa, turn on the bathroom. You can see little V's. There you go, all these little V's. And that was her straight iron that she would set down. So there's a lot of damage from that. You can see in here, actually, this is the carpet I replaced in these last two rooms. The old carpet was disgusting. It was original to the house before we even moved in 20-something years ago. So this is the new carpet I got, and I absolutely love it. I love the texture of it. So that's been updated. I lied. The shower, literally the curtain, the wallpaper, toilet, everything is original. I accidentally broke the other fucking light, so I need to replace that. But I think I'm gonna leave everything. I'm fine with it. Wood looks good. It's cool. It's original. It's hard to incorporate like color into here, so I'm just keeping things kind of neutral with the Formica, whatever this countertop's made out of, and leaving it at that. There's a lot of other things I want to update in the house before I would get to this bathroom. It does the job. Last but not least, I didn't show you the other closets, but I'll show you this one. It's the walk-in one off the bedroom. I'm trying to keep all my clothes in the back of it so I don't just fill up the whole thing with clothing, kind of limit myself here. So I have space for other things. and some laundry, which is like my winter blankets and robes. And so I have a little bit more storage, which I have not filled up with things really yet, but you know, it will. I opted to not have a dresser and to get one of these systems instead. It's actually really handy to just have drawers. And like, here's all my shorts and swimsuits. And so it's a little bit separated. So there's still a lot that I want to do with this house, and it takes money and will take time. So I can just slowly update videos over the next coming years of things that I change and do. And complaints, like the foundation of the house is sinking in that back bathroom, the main bedroom bathroom. And it's going to cost about $11,000 to raise it back up. I'm so happy, and that's why you'll see things like these cracks through the house. So just documenting, hopefully fixes of stuff like that, and painting and doing, and it'll make me really happy. All right, so today I got my curtains in, and I'm gonna start with that. Bye.